We arrive at our hotel in Leon Sea early on Saturday morning. The hotel Vista, Shushan, and I always stay here. It is very quiet, very friendly, and the food is good. I opened the door and we walked in. Good morning, Mr. Brown, I said. Mr. and Mr. Reed, she said. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again, I said. Cup of coffee, she said. Before you go up to your room, thank you, I said. Where's little Mary? Asked Shushan. Mary was Mr. Brown's daughter. She's in garden, said Mr. Brown, and laughed. But she's not a little Mary, tall young woman now. How old is she? Shushan asked. 15, said Mr. Brown. 15, I said. Time goes quickly. I know, said Mr. Brown. Now, coffee before I forget again. She walked to the kitchen. Shushan, look at me. I love it here, Peter, she said. I know, I said. When did we first meet? She asked. 11 years ago. 12? Wrong, I said. It will be 13 years ago on Tuesday, I sat in the cafe. Oh, yes, said Shushan and shut her eyes. The door opened and Mary Brown looked in. She was tall. Hello, she said to Shushan. And hello again, she said to me. Again? I said. Yes, don't you remember yesterday you said hello in the bank? Oh, yes, I said and pretended to remember that was you. Mary smiled. I will see you later, she said. Goodbye. Goodbye, we said. She shut the door. Shushan turned to me. Why did you pretend? She asked me. I don't know, I said. The sun was hot in the afternoon. After lunch, Shushan and I walked down to the sea. We swam. The water was cold. After that, we walked across the coast. It was a small, quiet cafe near the sea. The cafe place Shushan and I first met. We went back there every year. I opened the door and looked in John's corner. Smile, hello again, he said to me. It was our fourth night at our hotel Vista. We were at the table in the restaurant, but I did not want to eat. I was afraid, very afraid. Things were not right in Leon Sea. On Saturday, it was old man in the newspaper shop. On Monday, the man in the bank. And women in the cinema. Yesterday, the girl in the shoe shop. And this afternoon, the women in the Italian restaurant. All of them smiled at me and said hello again. A man is pretending to be me, I said. Why? I don't know, said Shushan. What's not important? We are. Not important? I shouted. I think it is. I am going to police. No, said Shushan. They will laugh at you. We will find the man Leon Sea. Isn't it very big? It will be easy. I looked down. I didn't want to meet the man. Shushan looked into my eyes. She took my hand. I'm afraid to, she said. Later that evening, we walked down to the sea. The sun was red and yellow. The water was light blue. Today's an important day, said Shushan. Important date? I said. 13 years she said. You and me. Did you forget? Yes, I forgot it, I said quietly. Do you love me? Sushant asked. Oh, yes, I said and turned to her. Good, she said. I love you too. We kissed, and for the first time on our holiday, I was happy. Suddenly, Sushant moved back. Look, she was right. It's him at the cafe. She was right. There was a man with big nose and black hair. He shut the cafe door and turned right. At the cinema, he turned right again and walked quickly away. Run, she said. Run, said Sushant. We don't want to lose him. We arrived at the cinema and looked down the road. Where is he? I said. There, I said, Sushant. I show him. Turn left at the bank. Quickly, I shouted. We ran across the road after the man. Don't go, I shouted. But he didn't hear me. We ran to the bank. There we stopped. I looked up and down the road. The man was not there. Where is he? I said. I don't know, said Sushant, but we will see him again. I know we will. Come on, she said. We will have a drink at the hotel. We walked back to the hotel vista slowly. Sushant looked at the cafe and restaurant, but the restaurant see the man again. Luckily, perhaps we will never see him again, I said. Perhaps, said Sushant quietly. We arrived at the door of the hotel at 10 o'clock. We heard the television. We walked in. We saw Mr. Brown, but she didn't see us. I smiled. Sleeping, I said. I walked over the bed. On it face down were the photographs. Who was the pictures of? I was afraid. Took the photographs in my hand and slowly turned it over. What's the? I shouted. What is this? Said Sushant. Can I see? You can, I said, but isn't it good? I gave her the photo. Sushant looked at it and jumped back. But it's you and me, she said. I know, I said, looked again. It was Sushant and me, down at the sea. That's man, said Sushant excitedly. He was there. It is photo. Suddenly we heard a noise. The door opened and there he was. The man with my face, and he had gun in his hand. Very clever, he said quietly. It was me. You shut the door. Don't move, he said, or I will shoot. I looked at the man in horror. I wasn't afraid of his gun. I was afraid of his face. He had my nose, my mouth, my ear, my hair. It's me. What do you want? Be quiet. I will talk, not you. I have wanted a long time for this. Sushant's come back here. He dangerous. It's the eyes, Peter, are blue. His are brown. Get back. Sushant, listen to me. Listen to him, please. He won't shoot. Will you stab him? He know him, I said. Yes, Sushant's answer. His name is Stephen Grange. I worked with him 15 years ago. I loved you, said the man. We were happy. I would never loved you. You are bad woman, Sushant's burger, he said. You pretended to love me. I did not. And my name is Reed now. Stay back, he shouted. Sushant stopped it. Those cold brown eyes, she said. Did he always have my face? I asked. No, said Sushant. I don't know the game he's playing. You will, said the man. You will. He looked at the photographs in my hand. That's for you, he said. You can look at it and remember what I said. He smiled. Your last walk with Sushant, he said, before you go to prison. Prison? I said, why? Because you shot Sushant, he said. I didn't. You will, he said. Watch. And the turn and put the gun Sushant's head. No, I shouted and jumped at him. The man shot. I shut my eyes when I looked again. Sushant was not floored that. Then suddenly the man turned and hit me on the head. It all went black. I fell down and down. After some time I opened my eyes again. I remember you shot her, I said. No, the man smiled with my smile. You shot her, my plan is going very well. I tried to get up, but it was difficult. I loved her, I said quietly. I too, he said, but she was with you all those years now. He smiled again and looked at the gun. Do you plan to shoot me too? I said. Oh no, he said. I said you are going to prison. Perhaps there you will be understand. For me, Sushant was dead before I shot her. Now she's dead for you too. He came over to me, put his hand over my mouth. Then I hear Mr. Brown at the door. What are you doing in there? She shouted. Miff, I said. I shot Sushant, the man answered for me. And now she's dead. Dad, oh Sushant, I'm sorry. There, he said now. She will phone the police. They will come for you. He walked over the window and looked out. Remember? I said. You have got my face too. Not for long, he said. In horror, I watched him slowly take the marks from his face. Now, there only one Peter Reed again. You, but oh, and one more thing. Here you are. Before I knew it, the gun was in my hand. You can give it to the police. Here, laugh. I watched the door. It opened, and the 4 policemen walked in. They looked at the dead woman. They looked at the gun in my hand. The first policeman walked over to me. You came with us, he said. I didn't, isn't it? I can't, I said. I didn't want to. Prison. Come with us, he said again. You can talk later. We have got all night.